This Rugged Ridge textured black stubby tube bumper with winch plate is for those of you that have a 2007 and up JK that are looking for a tubular bumper that still has a good bit of functionality to it. And most tube bumpers are going to be something that's going to give you a little bit more of a retro look, but they're not going to have a lot of functionality built into it. This one's a little bit different. This one's going to have a spot for your fog lights and also allow you to mount a winch directly onto the bumper. So if you're still looking to have some of that off-road ability, if you want the additional clearance provided by a stubby bumper for big tires, this is going to give you all of that, but still give you that slightly more old school, slightly more retro tubular look. This bumper is going to still install very easily onto your Jeep, definitely a 1 out of 3 wrench install, about an hour to get it bolted up. But again, it has a little bit more of a unique style that you're not going to get from a lot of the other bumpers out there. Now, because this is going to have to be a little bit more structural than your traditional tubular bumper, because it does have to support that winch, it is going to be more expensive than some other tubular bumpers. It's going to be up in the price range of a lot of the more traditional plate steel off-road style bumpers. So again, if you like this style, if you want the balance of style and functionality, this is going to be a nice option for you, but it is going to be more than a traditional tubular bumper. So as you can see, this bumper is going to be 3-inch round steel. It's covered in a textured black powder coat finish, and it's actually going to be a 2-piece bumper. So the part that you see up front here, the 3 tubes are one section, and then the winch plate is a separate section. And the way that it bolts together, it actually sandwiches on the front frame horns, giving you all the strength you need to have a winch hanging off of this winch plate. Now, like I said before, it's a stubby bumper, so you're going to have clearance between a big 37-inch tire and the bumper. You're not going to have to worry about any rubbing issues. This will accept those factory fog lights out of your factory plastic front bumper on your JK, and it has a spot for the winch, but still retaining a lot of that more retro style. So again, easy 1 out of 3 wrench install here, about an hour's time. The first step's going to be removing that factory front bumper. In order to do that, you'll have to remove the splash shield from the bottom of the bumper, the frame cover from the top. Go ahead and give your fog light sockets either a quarter turn or a pinch to remove them from the housing. Then remove the nuts that will allow the front bumper to be completely removed from the Jeep. Once that bumper's on the ground, remove the 4 screws from each fog light housing and bolt the housing into your new front bumper. After that, you'll set the winch plate section over top of the frame horns. Go ahead and install all of the hardware that you need to get everything bolted up, and finally top it off with the tubular front bumper section and make the connections for your fog lights. This bumper comes in at right around $450, which, like I said, is going to be a price closer to a lot of the plate steel off-road bumpers than it is the tubular bumpers. Because in general, a tubular bumper doesn't have a lot of functionality, but this one does. So it's going to be a little bit more of a hybrid, and again, a little closer to those off-road bumpers. If you are going to be mounting a winch, if you want to be able to run your fog lights, if you need or want the additional clearance of a stubby bumper, but you still like this tubular style, there aren't going to be a lot of options out there for you, and I think this is going to be a very well put together one as long as you have the budget for it. If you are just looking for a tubular bumper, you don't need or want the functionality that this bumper offers, you can save some money and go with one of the other ones. But if you do want this nice balance of retro look and still off-road functionality, and you have the budget for it, I think this is going to be a great choice. So if you're looking for a tubular bumper that still has a ton of off-road functionality, I definitely recommend this bumper from Rugged Ridge, and you can find it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.